Well, I've been running out of patience these days, and moreover, I was lucky enough to get discharged today as I was admitted to the hospital mm, because my vitals had major fluctuations and stuff like that. And purely it was because of stress levels and commitments what we got towards our business. And one of the business is fitness. I do own three health clubs in north of Bangalore, and it's been shocking and unbelievable that neither the central government or the state government uh, is really talking about fitness industry at all, and I don't understand why. Uh, I think even if you guys are gonna permit us to open the fitness centers from June 1st, I'm pretty sure the norms, whatever you guys will be setting up for us, is not gonna be favorable. As I said, our operation cost is huge, and probably the norms might come up to like work from 7 to 7, and also with minimum capacity, maybe less than 50%. So with this particular norms, I'm pretty sure none of the fitness centers are gonna survive. Probably given 30 days to maximum of 60 days of time from the day we start. So I don't know what's the solution. So basically, we need you to come forward and help us out in this particular situation. As I said, we took it as a social responsibility and the responsibility of a owner to shut down the business because of the COVID situation, and also to remind you guys, it was our responsibility to cast vote, or my duty to cast vote, and we have given you guys the responsibility to run our nation. And that's one point what I want to make very clear. And the other point, what I would want to do is, probably don't take me wrong, because I'll be doing a bit of a math, which you guys will be much aware of. Now, we have got about 29 states in our country. Let's leave the union territories apart. Now, let's take, I mean, there are 10 to 15,000 health clubs in every state, to be very honest, but let me take very minimum numbers. That is 500 gyms, which has got GST certifications with them. That means we do pay our GSTs to you guys, correct? So probably if I just do a simple math, 500 gyms in each state into 29 states is about 14,500 gyms. Assuming that on a minimum level that 50,000 of GST, 18% GST is paid to you guys, into 50,000. So we end up paying you guys 72 crores, 50 lakhs as a GST, with 50,000 rupees on a month-on-month basis. But centers like mine, it varies from somewhere between 2 lakh to 5 lakh rupees every month is what I pay the GST. And of course, we do collect the GST amount from the members, and sometimes members are very cooperative to pay up the GST amount. But when some members do not, we literally are in a position to make it up to our operation cost. So we include the GST on our base price, and we end up paying from our end as well. So that's how our industry basically runs. So 72 crore 50 lakh rupees is the GST amount. What just 14,500 gyms across the nation pays you guys. And to be very honest, probably if I take the previous financial year, given at 12 months, I think, I don't know, maybe it shows about, was this like 8,000 700 crores, maybe. But anyways, see, this is the amount what we are paying in, and this is the kind of money what we generate to you guys. And now, don't you think that it's your responsibility to come and address our issues? I mean, initially you guys came up with the option of what moratorium, defer period on loans. How does that even work? Is it really going to help us? Now let's take example of our employees. We don't like to call them employees because they are one of us. We started the industry with passion, and they are here to serve people with their passion. They are intelligent people, they could have got better jobs, right? Now let's say I will not be in a position to run my gym with full capacity of employment. I'll have to reduce it. Now assuming that one of the instructors or trainers have taken loans and your 3 months moratorium, how is it going to solve that particular problem? Have you guys prepared to give them jobs anywhere? Right? Or take the example of myself. I'm in a position maybe to shut down one or two centers, and our losses are very huge. We can't take the risk to open the centers as the new norms are definitely not going to be favorable. If I close any one of my center, how is that I'm going to pay up my deferred or moratorium EMIs to the bankers? I mean, I don't really get the point. It's difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. And also, I heard quite a few ministers coming up on media and telling that if your landlord asks for the rentals, they'll be punished. Don't you think that they have got their own kind of commitments? Instead of coming to a solution from your end, now you have created a problem between a tenant, myself, and a landlord. And now we have to fight with each other. This is what you guys have created to us. I mean, as I was saying that we have casted our votes, it was our duty, and we have given you responsibilities to take care of our nation. And of course, COVID thing is very unfortunate. It was not created in India, and everybody are dealing with it. Probably if I would consider to be there in your position, probably, I mean, of course, you guys have the power. You could have done one thing, probably stop the clock. When I say stop the clock, the entire transaction is stopped, except for medical facilities or any medical emergencies and essential stuffs. All these things could have run, but the main transactions from the banks to us to the landlords could have been stopped and started when the whole market opens up. Why wasn't that done? Didn't you guys have that kind of a power? I'm sure every one of you definitely could have given a thought on that particular matters. And see now, I mean, of course, I would definitely thank the Prime Minister, sir, and all the Chief Ministers that you guys took yoga to the international level. But now we have a national problem. Fitness centers which gave health to most of the people are now in distress. And how is that you guys are going to support us? I mean, we ended up paying so much of GST as well. Is there any stimulus package for us? Have you guys really thought about our industry? No, which is a very wrong thing. At this particular time, we definitely require you and your support. And I hope you would consider this as one of the serious matters. Or, as I said, there are lacks of owners across the nation, and I just gave a simple math about 14,500 clubs having GST and the revenue generation to the government from our end itself. If you guys don't come up with something and support us, I mean any support will help. If you don't do that, then probably we'll have to shut down the whole operation maybe less than 30 days or maximum 60 days time, which is not going to solve anything, and you're going to put us in deep trouble. You're definitely going to put us in deep trouble. I mean, most of the bureaucrats, politicians, children's family are definitely associated to one of the other fitness centers in your locality. But it's unbelievable that you guys have never thought or even thinking about our fitness industry, which is unacceptable. We are in distress. So, and the centers definitely cannot run with 10 numbers or 20 numbers at any given hour, because most of the people are working, and they have got to work from probably 8 or 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. and post that itself is when they're gonna get free time to come and access our clubs. And with that 10 slots or 20 slots, which I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna tell us to follow, that will never even make 5% to our operational requirement. Please understand. So instead of allowing us to open, come forward, support us in any way possible, and help us out to get out of the situation, because our investments is very high. It's very, very large. And as I said, we got into the business purely because of a passion. And it's not the industry where we make large profits. It's very marginal, and the kind of competitions what we have with our neighboring gyms and other things, it's real tough. It's very marginal for very few months, but few months we do go under loss as well. Already we were in a problem, and now this has created an even larger problem. Hope it reaches out to you guys. Please do consider, and please come forward. We have given you responsibility, and now it's your responsibility to give it back to us. And the new stimulus package which was announced very recently, 20 lakh crore, and that is again given as loans. Do you really consider that I'm gonna take that as another burden? It's not gonna happen. I mean, we don't want to take it as a loan, and nobody is gonna be ready for that, because already we are in distress. So it's very important for you guys to come forward and save the industry and save most of the employments, and save the revenue for yourself. Yeah. COVID is not our fault. Definitely not our fault. But if you guys don't take a step now to save us, it's gonna be your fault. It's definitely gonna be your fault.